Alright guys, here we are on the second channel. Masculine energy. Obviously it's about masculine energy. With that being said, it seems like, we got plenty of guys out there, not plenty of masculine guys out there. And what I mean by that is the simple fact that you got guys that don't have any ambition. You got guys that don't have any goals. You got guys that aren't striving to better themselves. You have guys that you got a bunch of men out there, but no direction. And it's one of those things that it's very difficult, at least for me, and I'd imagine a couple of others, based on some of the channels that are out there. It's very difficult for me to look at these men out there that have no sense of direction, have no driving force, have nothing that is taking them to the next level. And because there's nothing that's taking them to the next level, they're kind of lost. And not only are they lost, but then they're also kind of complaining about how they can't get a girl or something. And well, of course you can't get a girl. And I don't mean that disrespectful, but why would you be able to get a girl whenever females by nature have feminine energy and males by nature have masculine energy? It wouldn't make any sense for you to get a girl, or a feminine girl at least, whenever you're giving off feminine energy. Their girlfriend does that. Their best friend, who's a girl, does that. Why would they be attracted to you? I mean, why? There's plenty of things you could do out there to try to reframe that and try to reestablish the masculinity, but that's one of those things that you have to do that. You have to take direction of your life. You have to make that change. You have to decide if that's the change you want to make. And not everybody's necessarily about that life. Me personally, it's one of those things that you either got it or you don't, but if you don't got it, start putting some outside influences in your life to try to sit over here and invest that masculine energy that you're looking for, searching for, trying to establish, get some experience, get disrespected enough times to where you sit over and say, hey, I'm not going to be disrespected anymore. Start taking a martial arts class where hey, I feel pretty confident that I can sit over here and I can handle my own if need be or have to. Does it mean you're going to win? Nah, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, but also what's the definition of winning? If the definition of winning is you walking away less scathed than that other guy, then hey, I'd rather be able to just walk away in general in today's time and age. If you don't know how to cook, learn how to cook. Look, man, being a masculine man is about carrying confidence with you. Some people look at it as arrogant or try to slap arrogant on there. It's about simply being confident. Hey, I'm well established within myself of what I know how to do and what I am capable of, and there is nothing that you can say nor do that is going to shake my confidence level, because I know what I, as a man, bring to the table. If you don't know, in my opinion, if you don't know what you bring to the table as a man, there's a problem. There's a problem. You should have already gotten your hands dirty in something. Okay? You got plenty, again, that's another feminine trait in my opinion, especially nowadays. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. What do you mean, what do I bring to the table? Okay, well, I'll try again. What do you bring to the table? Well, get to know me. Get to know you. Get to know you is not an answer of what you bring to the table. I'm asking you what you bring to the table based on whether or not you're worth getting to know. When you watch the news channel or the Weather Channel doesn't say, oh, well, I guess we'll see if it rains. No, they try to give you a probability of the chance of rain. They try to tell you a forecast. The dating world is no different. You're marketing yourself to me, or I am marketing myself to you. This is not you know what I'm like? Give me and find out. If you're a headache, why would I want to wait to know you're a headache before you're a headache? If you got 5 kids, why do I need to get with you before I realize or before I find out you have 5 kids? No. I'd like to know beforehand. That way I know whether or not I'm wasting my time. Yeah, you know, I mean, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. You got a lot of females, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. Okay, well, it's not like guys aren't wasting their time either. Alright? You got to bring more than sex to the table. Sex is great. Yeah, men are sexually driven. But guess what? Whenever I'm not having sex with you, I would like you to be doing something that I appreciate around the house. Maybe that's a little bold example for some people. I would like you to be doing something that I look for in a partner. If that's just cutting up and laughing, then hey, I would like to just have a good time with you. I do not want sex to be the only time we are getting along. That's problematic. That lets me know right there, you're not relationship material. You're a good time, not a long time. Alright? And if somebody wants to sit over here and talk about relationships, hey, I get it. Not every girl's relationship material. I get it. Relationships are hard to come by now because of the social influence. I mean, I get all of that. I also understand that right now you have a whole lot of females out there that are trying to capitalize on whatever man they can, because my biological clock is ticking. So let me capture what I can capture, because now I'm just trying to get what I can get. And so it's a free for all now because you're 10 minutes late, or you're 10 years late. That's what we're going with. Okay, well, I'm glad I don't have a biological clock. I'm glad I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm 10 years, down the road, and whether I can or cannot sit over here and, have a healthy seed. So, I mean, you hear it on plenty of other channels, guys. You got these women coming in the game late because they've spent their best years partying it up, and now they want to sit over here and settle down. It doesn't matter if they got 5 divorces and 3 kids. Now they want to settle down with somebody. Well, what were you doing with those 5 other guys? Well, you just seeing what it was like, but it wasn't. But oh, he was the wrong one. We didn't get along. I tried. I gave him. I did everything for him. Okay, well, what happened? Because he couldn't have been the right one or the nice guy or whatever it is you claim that you want, but it didn't work out 5 times. I mean, you were testing every type of guy out there before you decided to settle down, or before you knew what you wanted. So it took 5 guys for you to figure out which one you wanted. Or maybe you're just not a dedicated person. Maybe you're just not to be, hey, it's cool. If you're meant for the streets, you're meant for the streets. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You're just, hey, you're worth something different. I'll put it that way. So, but yeah, guys, we're talking about masculine energy, and it's all about a state of mind. It's all about a state of mind. We can talk about high value men all day. We can talk about money all day. We can talk about cars all day. We can talk about the way you dress. We can talk about it all damn day. It's a mindset. It's a state of mind. Build that confidence. Go through trial and error. Get that hardship. Build that respect for yourself. Let other people know you respect yourself. If they decide to disrespect you, hey, it's real simple. Me and you don't need to be around each other. If we are going to be around each other, then we're going to have some issues. It is what it is. I'm letting you know right now. We got to be around each other. We're just going to continue to disrespect each other. We're going to have some issues. Don't disrespect yourself, men. Don't let a woman disrespect you. If it's your boys, I know we sit over here and we give each other a hard time. If it's somebody obviously that's not your boy, then yeah, that can turn into an issue. But simple aspect, what today's topic is about is just about the simple fact that you want to establish yourself as a high value man. It starts with your mental aspect. It starts with your mental game. It starts with, again, getting that ambition, getting that drive, getting into something you're passionate about, following it, seeking it out, seeing what's different about it, seeing whether or not you want to go through with it or not. Even if you don't want to go through with it, go ahead and go through with it anyways, and keep it as a life lesson. Use it as a learning lesson. That way, next time you're not making the same mistakes, or you can do it better next time, or now you know how to do it properly. All right, you use a failure to learn. I'm sure whenever we were creating the wheel, we didn't know, oh yeah, you just make a circle and it rolls. Look at that. No, I'm sure it took a good amount of time to realize, well, a triangle doesn't work. What about a square? Well, a square doesn't work. What about a trapezoid? Well, a trapezoid doesn't work. What about an octagon? Well, an octagon doesn't work. Oh, you know what? If we round off all the edges, that thing runs. That thing rolls smooth. Same deal. It's the same deal. It's no different. Respect yourself. Don't let others disrespect you. Learn to know that you can control yourself. You can't control things outside of yourself. I mean, it's simple. Don't make it difficult. Don't make it difficult. It's very simple. If you don't have control over it, don't try to get control over it. You don't have control of other people, don't try to control other people. Control your emotions, don't let your emotions control you. For the things you don't have control over, adapt to those situations. You don't swim against the stream and not get tired and end up floating down the river, or you don't swim against the stream beyond being tired and not drown. That river of life is going to carry you one way or another. In the times you don't have control, that river of life will carry you. So roll with it. Roll with it. You can pick up stuff along the way. You can pick up rocks, sticks, grass. You can get out of that river at any point in time you want to. But go with the flow. Don't try to control everything you cannot control. You can control you. That's it. Focus on you if you want to control you. Focus on where you want to go in life. Just because the river's taking you where it's going to take you doesn't mean you can't steer it. Keep that stuff in mind, guys. Keep that all in mind. Don't get carried away with a lot of these things that are going in. Don't get carried away with some of these females that are around. Don't get carried away with an outside influencer trying to influence your interior motives or your feelings or whatever else. Control your narrative. You're the main character. You're the main actor. Movie, story, whatever analogy you want. Video game, whatever analogy you want. You're the main character. Don't let these side characters determine what you do in your game. So, that's all I got. I just wanted to hop on here real quick. First episode of this channel. And just put a little bit of influence out there. Put a little motivation out there for anybody that's needing a little bit of a direction. You know, I mean, today's society it's so mixed up that I know somebody out there that can sit over here and have this sense of direction pointed towards them, and they start getting that ball going where it needs to go. So remember two things, guys. You know, especially whenever it comes to relationships, don't chase, replace. And she's not your world. She's she's a girl. She's not your world. Remember those two things. You don't take anything else away from this channel. For the people that are focusing on somebody that's outside of their control, remember those two things. Don't let anybody disturb your peace. So, catch the next episode. We may try to do a Q&A if we want to jump on a live chat. Depends on how many views, how many likes, etc. that this video gets. We start getting a strong following. Absolutely, I'll do a Q&A. I'll do a live stream, whatever. We'll hop on it. If you know about my other channel, you know it's nothing more than a little gaming show, a little gaming channel called the G&F Show. Y'all can hop on there, show some support. That's great. But I'll be back on here, and I hope to see y'all on here as well. Don't chase, replace. And she's a girl. She's not your world.